Would you look at the time? It's time for another video. Good day to fellow adventurers through time and space. It is I, the Cowardly Time Lord, welcome you back to Let's Play Final Fantasy II, Part 12. Let's talk to Paul. Dustin, you old devil, how you been? So there's nothing about these things. If you need to know about secret doors in Castle Finn, I'm your man. I don't suppose you could tell me what's inside this secret chamber? Just curious. A white mask? That doesn't sound particularly valuable. Nope, not interested, so I guess I'll tell you where the door is. Look in the far corner of the audience chamber to the right of the throne. So you're collectors too. What do you need a mask like that for anyway? Just whatever. Volume's not loud enough. That's better. A small gap appears in the wall. It's a secret door. But see, it said that nothing appears out of the ordinary, just like with, good old Paul's secret. Now, how's this for a secret passage? Okay, come on. Please help yourself to the equipment within. How did you get here? Golden shield, golden armor, and golden curse. Now, in previous versions, there used to be an incredibly helpful weapon in this dungeon. Sadly, it's not in this version. Actually, I want to check something real quick. But sadly, there's not an incredibly helpful weapon in this dungeon in this version of the game. This dungeon is actually an incredibly hard one because of revenants. In fact, the only dungeon I consider harder than this one in the game is the final dungeon. At least it doesn't have parasites, anything like the parasite or the brain in the final dungeon of the game, but still, it's quite a pain. But the final dungeon does have an enemy that works in the same way as the Revenant, and actually can kill you if it gets 2 hits off on you. Luckily, in the version I'm playing, they sort of, well, not necessarily made them weaker, but made them slightly easier to kill. And really, you just have to hope you don't get ambushed by 2 of them. Otherwise, you're dead. There's no helping you. Getting ambushed by 2 of them plus a golem? It's a type of golem they come with. If you're ambushed by that, you're toast. You might as well just give up right where you stand. And if you played multiple versions of the game, you know which weapon I'm talking about that is extremely useful that they removed. I can't for the life of me remember where it was. Like which treasure chest it was in. I think it was maybe in that treasure chest I opened earlier that contained a knife. I can't be certain though. It's been too long since I played a version of the game. Or it might have been that one that I just opened that contained a power staff. That's almost stuck in my darn teeth again. Now save here, because enemies, no matter what your strength, inside here are going to be tough. Because they've got bad breath. You're all with knives, and I want to show off the Orchiridium. Now, I forget which door it is. I got right on my first try. This fight's I'm only showing this fight because I want to show off the Orchiridium. Ooh, pretty red knife that looks like lipstick. I prefer the pink knife that does that little bit of extra damage. Trust me, get knife skill up high enough and you dual wielding them, you can deal a ton of damage. But you obtain the white mask from the chest. Mm, 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 Also, this place is probably one of my favorite places in the game because of this bookshelf. Many old books line the shelves. Ask Ultimatome. In ages past, Pandemonium. The palace of the Lord of Hell emerged onto our land. The mages of old wove a spell of fearsome power and banished Pandemonium, averting the crisis. However, the mages feared that the spell was so powerful it could throw the world into chaos. So they constructed a great tower and sealed within it the tome inscribed with the spell's secrets. Now, make of the white mask an offering to the goddess beneath Mysidia. If thou art pure of heart, the doppelganger will cease to move. Fit then the black mask upon him, and both he and his defiled heart shall fade. Fearing that the tremendous power they wielded might lead the world to destruction, the mages of old founded a settlement in Mysidia and dwelt there in seclusion. The island of Deist was the ancestral home of the Wyverns. A knight named Han visited the island, and over a period of 30 years he cultivated a bond with the Wyverns. Han later became the first dragoon. A close relative of the dragon, the wyvern is a beast trained to serve as an airborne mount of the dragoons. Though smaller than a dragon, a wyvern's strength allows it to carry 4 to 5 people into the air. Once long ago, a king ordered the making of an indestructible lock and key. 3 sets were fashioned. The first was forged from friendship, the second from love, and the third from wonder. The sets forged from friendship and love were soon broken, but the third was wrought from the wonder invoked by the ringing of a single pure note, and it held fast. That key was the goddess's bell. So pleased was the king, he hid the bell away in a cavern of snow where it rests to this day. In a time before the world knew castles or kingdoms, a star fell to the land now called Kashuan. A man gathered flame from the star and built an altar to enshrine it. Yeah, dreadnought nothing. Airship. Recent technological advances have produced the airship. Should these technical arts proliferate, they could one day drive magic from the world. Mithril is a strong, easily produced metal, highly responsive to magic. It forms the basis of magical armaments. And finally, Wild Rose, which does nothing. Wasn't that interesting? And you can come back later with more key terms and ask the bookshelf. It's really interesting, and I will do that before the game ends. But I won't go through all of them again. I'll just go through the new ones. Statue beams with a beatific smile? I don't know what beatific means. Well, I can guess. Okay, where is this white mask? There it is. You place the white mask on the statue. I don't trust that statue. It could start to move any second. Now, I think that would have been like the perfect opportunity for a boss fight. Like a proper boss fight. But this game doesn't have too many proper boss fights in it. Really. Let's show off some new entries in the bestiary, shall we? The haste tome that guy can drop is also really good. I'd say we're a bit past the halfway point of this game right now. Just saying with all honesty, I would say that we're a bit past the halfway point of this game. Why are cockatrices so annoying? I do not know. Oh yeah, I forgot. Look what the Ripper Knife does to these flans. The black flan. Yeah, that's why I like the Ripper Knife. Because flans aren't the only enemy that take almost 0 damage when attacked physically. Personally, I think the Ripper Knife is the Dragon Slayer knife in this game. We haven't even run into the first dragon of this game yet. Trust me, when we run into a dragon, you'll find out soon enough why I call it the Dragon Slayer knife. That extra 240 damage will be helpful against dragons. The purity of Dustin's heart is stifling the defiled heart of the creature. For whatever reason, even though we gave the white mask to the statue, it still is in our inventory. You place the black mask on the doppelganger. The mask and the creature vanish. Anyways, this dungeon is a total maze. And will probably take a full episode to get through, pretty much. So, this looks like a good place to end off this video. This is the Cowardly Time Lord signing off and saying, have a good day, whatever time it is, wherever you are.